Hello guys, and welcome back to another video. And in today's video I will be showing you how you can go ahead and build your own home server. And as you can see, currently this is an example. This is my home server. As you can see, I've got a bunch of stuff. I've got Visual Studio Code server, I have got a search engine, I have Pi-hole for network blocking, and I have Nextcloud for file storage and more. And as you can see, I even have installed I think this is a 512 gig SD card, so that will be all great. And I'm going to be showing you how to do this today with a Raspberry Pi 5. Of course, you can have any other Raspberry Pi, it doesn't really matter as long as you can just use it. And also this LCD that I have right here won't be necessary because I just have this installed for the Raspberry Pi. I've been doing some other things with it. So now, enough of the talking, and let's actually get to work. So the first thing that we're going to do is we're going to download the Raspberry Pi imager. So I'm just going to search for it, Raspberry Pi imager. And yes, this is a search engine that I do self-host right here, and you can see the Raspberry Pi imager. Okay, and let's see, will they give us the download page? There we go, and we can download it for Windows. Then we just have to open this. Okay, let's just click yes and then install. Then we're just going to open this, and also with this you're going to need a pretty good SD card. So right now, as you can see here, I have a 32 gigabyte SD card with an SD card reader. Now if your PC has an SD card reader, then just go ahead and plug it in, but most of the time you will need an SD card reader like this. So with that, once you're in the Raspberry Pi imager, if I can focus actually, there we go, you're going to click choose device, and you're going to click Raspberry Pi 5 or 4 or 0, whatever, and you're just going to go ahead and image it. I'm just going to use the default Raspberry Pi OS since, you know, this will make it quite easy. But you don't have to use this if you're okay with using the command line and the terminal, then that's all right by me. Then we're going to choose storage. Now I haven't plugged it in, I'm just going to plug it in right now. So push it in the adapter, make sure it's actually the right way so that Windows won't complain. And let's go ahead and plug this in. It should actually just recognize it any time now. There we go. I'm just going to click this and click next. Now by default, oh, okay, that's not supposed to show up. Now by default, you can see it says would you like to apply OS customization settings, and you can click edit settings, and here you can actually configure it to use your own Wi-Fi network and the username and password. Now the set host name, I'm just going to leave this not there. I'm just going to not configure this. Now for the Wi-Fi, you can actually go ahead and do that, because if you're planning to use this over Wi-Fi, since all that you actually need for this setup is just your Raspberry Pi and Ethernet. Generally, if you don't want to use Ethernet, you can just use the Wi-Fi, but that will be slower, and I would recommend that you use Ethernet. But for Wi-Fi, you can go ahead and use this too. And then for the username and password, if you want to skip the default Raspberry Pi setup, just go ahead and set that, and just set your username to server and set your password to, I don't know, whatever you find that works for you. So I'm just gonna click save. For local settings, I'm not going to even touch that. I'm gonna click save. Guys, quick edit before you flash. When you're choosing the operating system and clicking storage, make sure to click next, and when you click edit settings, make sure to go in and click on services enable SSH. It's important that you do that. And then once you click use password authentication, whatever password that you have set for your username server, this will be the username and password that you will use. If you do not enable this, then you cannot use the you cannot actually go ahead and log into your Raspberry Pi via the computer. So make sure just to click save, double check it, click save, and now once this is done flashing, I will show you how you can go ahead and log into your Raspberry Pi. And then I'm just going to click yes. I'm going to click yes again, and now we wait for it to actually download its own images and flash it onto the SD card. For now, you can just wait it out. It's not going to be too much of an issue. So yes, I will see you when this is done. Guys, now I've moved the computer to the side a little bit, and now I'm going to show on screen what the finishing message looks like, so that you know when to unplug your SD card. And then once that message shows up, you're going to go ahead and unplug your SD card out of your computer and out of your adapter, your USB adapter that we use for this. And we're going to take our SD card. I'm going to go ahead and plug it into the Raspberry Pi's connector, so it's right here. And as the Raspberry Pi, so in this position, you're going to plug it in like this, so the pins facing upward to the motherboard right here. And it's a bit of a tight fit and takes a bit to fit in, unfortunately, with my current setup. Also, you're going to want to plug this into a monitor. Even if you don't have such an LCD, you're going to want to plug this into a monitor just to get its IP, which I will show you how you will see on screen just now. There we go. It's plugged in, and now you can see it's fit. It's not going anywhere. Then you put this thing down again, and you're going to take your charger or power supply, and you're going to plug it in on the side. Now if you've done everything right, this should light up green, and you should soon see the Raspberry Pi display. If it can focus, there we go. Now what you're gonna have to do is you're gonna have to watch quite carefully and just watch as it switches on. So you can see a mouse will appear. Obviously it might not be as fast as this the first time, but you're gonna want to take note of the IP that's shown right here. Once you know this IP and you have confirmed that you have the right IP, you're going to write that down, and you're gonna go onto your computer again. And I'm gonna actually go on the computer right now, and you're gonna wanna go ahead and press the Windows key and R button, and you're gonna wanna type in this small dialog box CMD. So CMD, I'm gonna hit enter. Now when this opens up, let me go ahead and clear the screen right here on the terminal. Once this opens up, you can see now that it shows me the terminal. Now yours will be logged into the username, and that's alright. Here's what we're gonna do. You're gonna type in SSH, and you're going to type in the IP. Okay, first of all, you're gonna type in server at, and then the IP. So it was 192.168.0.41 for me. You're gonna hit enter, and you're going to type in here yes. And then you're going to type in the password that we set up for the account on our Raspberry Pi 5. We're going to type in our password, which is very, very secret. And while you're typing, you might not see anything, but do not worry, it is actually typing. Press enter when you're done. And there we go. Now we are logged in. So now what happens here? First of all, we're going to go ahead and we're going to type in this command. I'm going to have this command in the description as well. And what this will do is it will install this web interface, just like I have right here. It will go ahead and install that. So we're going to just press enter, and we just wait. And you can see if it says CasaOS, there we go. It's going to start doing its own thing. Right, I'm not doing anything, not touching it. It's just doing its own thing. Meanwhile, you will not see anything on the screen, and also you may now unplug the Raspberry Pi 5 from the screen, so that way it doesn't show anything on the screen. So now this will take a little bit of time, but eventually it will tell you a username and password that you can use to log in. Actually, it won't do that. It will give you a login screen, and we'll just wait till this installs, and I'll come back when this is finished. Alright, and when it's done, you will see this, right? If you see this screen, then it's done, right? And you're gonna go ahead and you're gonna click on this thing. Actually, you're gonna right click. Oh, whoops, do not right click actually. You're gonna just go ahead, you're gonna highlight this, you're gonna highlight this, and you're just gonna click right click. So that will copy it to your clipboard. Then you're gonna open up a new tab and you're gonna paste this, what it shows you in your address bar. So as you can see, just like that. And you're going to just hit enter. And now it will show you this. So welcome to CasaOS. It will show you this. You're gonna click go, and you're gonna type in your username, password, and yeah, to confirm the password twice. So I'm just gonna type it in, all I know, for the username, password, whatever you want to. I guess I'm going to use my own password right here. I'm gonna hit enter, and it's gonna ask if you want to save it right here on Edge. I'm not gonna do that. Show new seed from CasaOS blog. I guess we can, yeah, we can hit accept, and there we go. The hard part is now over. As you can see, we get our storage on the side. We get our Wi-Fi WLAN. So WLAN is wireless LAN. So you can see we get our Wi-Fi usage, our statistics, and we have an app store, so we can install apps. Now you may say, how can we go from this to my setup? So now is where we are going to start installing all your apps. So first of all, if you want to install Nextcloud, by default it comes with Nextcloud, and you have a ton of apps, as you can see. By default, if I'm not wrong, is this all the apps? Yes. Okay, so it comes with the Big Bear App Store, so you get even more apps. Apparently, I have not noticed this change by default. So now you can just type in Nextcloud, and you actually get a couple of them now. So the default one is this one, right? This is the default Nextcloud. Then you have Nextcloud by Big Bear, you have Nextcloud LS, so from Linux server, and Nextcloud with SMB. So SMB just means that you can access it through Windows. But this has an application for desktop and mobile, so that doesn't matter very much. This one, they're basically the exact same, I'm pretty sure. But for now, let's go ahead and go with the official one. I'm just going to click install, and that's all we have to do. Literally, that's all we have to do. We just click install and just click continue in background, and there we go. That's all you have to do. That is basically how easy it is to navigate and use this interface. It is extremely simple, extremely easy to use, and I will release another video showing you how to install Pi-hole and all the other applications. That will be coming up very, very soon, so stay tuned for that. But now let's go ahead and wait till Nextcloud installs. The faster your internet connection is, the faster this will install. Now keep in mind that I'm running this off of Wi-Fi, and if you really wanted to, you can just go ahead and plug in the Ethernet. this would work even better. And my my personal setup does use Ethernet, so that way all your apps and Nextcloud and whatever that you install on here will be fast. Right, so when it's installed, you'll see new. Right here, you'll say new, and you can just click on it. And come on, let's click on it, and it'll say preparing for launch. So it may say app may not be available. Just click where it says please click here to open the app. It often just takes a little bit of time for it to actually start up. So you might just want to keep opening it, refreshing it, just refresh it, and eventually it should start up. I've also had at times troubles with the official Nextcloud version, so if that doesn't work, we'll just install the Big Bear one. But as you can see, it's just as easy as going on the Google Play Store or the App Store on iOS. It's the exact same thing, very simple to use, and you get all of these apps. Alright, so let's go ahead and refresh the CasaOS. It's most of the time it will give you status information, and from here you can actually go ahead, I think, and do a couple of stuff. Let's see if we can open. Yes, we can do that. Let's see, there's a bunch of stuff. I'm just waiting for this to actually load up. For some reason it really doesn't like to load up today. That's okay though. We can uninstall this one, and we can go ahead and do a Nextcloud on Big Bear. So this one is great. The Nextcloud installation guide, they have their own process. Let's go ahead and open this up. But otherwise, generally most of these it's just one click and there you go. So this one, let's see. So this one Nextcloud requires you to add a trust domain. So this, I will show you how to set up the Nextcloud for this one. I think this one is slightly different, if I remember correctly, because I actually do have this version, I think, installed on my own setup, and this version works the exact same as the official version, except I think there's actually a couple more changes done to it. Now with this setup, you should at this point familiarize yourself with the terminal or the command line, because at times you might require to use this thing, and generally it is really not complicated. Most of these have copy paste things that you can just right click and paste into your terminal and do whatever. Most of these most of these tutorials have these. Like for example, you can see that Big Bear has one. This one has a command right here, so you can see we just copy paste it. And yes, so I'll get back to you when this is finished again. Alright, so you can see Nextcloud is installed, so we'll just click it to open. And okay, I guess same error, that's alright. Okay, we can just refresh. Most of the time if it doesn't say new, it just doesn't mean that it hasn't opened it up yet. So you can see preparing for launch, app may not be available. Let's go ahead and click on the click here button, and again same error. Generally, unfortunately, this is how you're gonna have to do it. There we go. Eventually just keep refreshing, and you can see it's gonna say access through untrusted domains. So now this is where we're gonna have to get a little bit comfortable with editing the configuration. So we're gonna go on files, gonna go on app data, Big Bear Nextcloud, and we should go and let's see, HTML and config. There we go. And right here we can go under, here we go, config.php. There we go. Alright, let's see. So this has, okay, doesn't matter if it's showing us errors, this is essentially how it is working. Then you can see in under here there should be a trusted domains one. There should be a trusted domains array, so you're gonna have to look for that trusted domains. Let's see, generally under here there should actually be, yeah, there we go, trusted domains. Just gonna click copy, and out of the Nextcloud Big Bear CasaOS link that's at the installation guide, and oh yeah, you can see it's added in the 0 on the local host. Actually, that's I wonder why it's actually not showing up. All we have to do is, I think we're gonna just type in our own IP, 192.1.0.41, and we're gonna go ahead and click save, close out of this, and we're gonna click the 3 dots, restart. Generally, because this is PHP, I don't think you actually have to restart it, you just have to refresh the website. But let's see now. There we go, it's restarted. Now we just click on it, and there we go. And I think the default username is actually CasaOS, and password CasaOS, just like that. There we go. This is going to log us into the Nextcloud. This will play this nice video right here, and now we can just go onto our user profile, located right there, and we can just click on administration settings, and right here we can see a bunch of admin stuff, and we can also go ahead and click security and type in our password CasaOS, and we can change it to a new password. So change it to my own, and okay, I guess, okay, please make it unique, password is present. Okay, generally if your password gets leaked, this will show up, but since this is local, I will change it anyways. Okay, I guess you can't. We're gonna have to make it quote-unquote unique. And let's try something else. I'm just gonna change it to all I know. Oh gosh, very uncommon, please trust. There we go. So you can see now the password is this, and we can go ahead and change our password, and now we can go ahead and also save that. Very uncommon, PLS trust, and we can go ahead and save this on our password manager right there, and there we go. So now we have our own Nextcloud, we have our own personal Google Drive. From here you can install apps. I'm pretty sure there's a couple of Office ones, and that will be it for today. So you can go ahead and explore the App Store. There's a bunch of cool stuff in here. I will in another video show you how you can go ahead and install your own search engine and all the other stuff that we've done. And yeah, so this will be it for now, and thank you for watching, everybody. There will be a new video, and that's it.